Good day everyone, this is Asil Abdallah and today's topic is going to be about travel. رح نحكي عن السفر. Although it's a very general topic and we can talk about so many things related to it, we will be specifically talking about means of transportation. رح نحكي بشكل خاص عن وسائل التنقل. We will also talk about the prepositions we use for each method of transportation. رح نحكي عن اللي هم أحرف الجر اللي بنستعملهم مع وسائل التنقل هاي. I have also collected a few idioms related to traveling. جمعت هيك كم من idiom بخص السفر and we will be also reading. This is going to be a reading comprehension. رح نقرأ نص صغير about traveling to the Maldives and you will at the end have to answer some questions and submit them to Miss Dana. So let's begin. Starting off with the means of transportation that we take to get to our destination when we are traveling. رح نبدأ بوسائل التنقل يلي بتساعدنا لنوصل لوجهتنا ونحن مسافرين. So at the beginning we travel either by water, by air or by land. في 3 وسائل أو 3 وسائط بنسافر فيها، إما عن طريق المي، عن طريق الجو، أو عن طريق البر. Now by water we can use ships السفن, we can use ferries العبارات, we can use boats or motorboats اللي هم القوارب بأنواعهم. Okay, by air we can travel by airplane الطائرة, helicopter كلنا بنعرفها اللي هي الهليكوبتر, spaceships اللي هم المركبات الفضائية. هلا this is a little bit futuristic, يعني it's not accessible yet but it might happen in the future. هذا الاشي لسه ما صار بس ممكن يصير بالمستقبل. And we can also travel by hot air balloons يلي هم مثل ما انتم شايفين المنطاد. By land we have many means of transportation that we can travel with. We can travel by car, by bus, by coach. هلا coach اللي هو الباص اللي مثل جت, باصات جت إذا عايشين بالأردن. ترين اللي هو القطار. ترام, هلا this is a means of transportation that's connected by cables. بالعربي اللي هم سواء كان باص أو قطار يلي بيكون على الكهرباء. فان يلي هي الشاحنة الصغيرة أو الباص الصغير. بايسيكل الدراجة الهوائية. وموتورسايكل أو موتوربايك يلي هو الدراجة النارية. Of course these aren't the only means of transportation that we use to travel. For example, in the past we used to travel on the back of animals alongside many other means of transportation that aren't mentioned here. هلا we can conclude by these pictures that the most common means of transportation used to travel are the ones by land. So أكثر وسائل التنقل الشائعة هي الوسائل اللي بنستعملها على البر. As you noticed in the previous slide, the preposition by was used with every means of transportation. استعملنا حرف الجر by مع وسائل التنقل هاي. But there are also 2 other prepositions that are most commonly used يلي هم on و in. So the most commonly used prepositions with transportation أكثر حروف الجر اللي شائع استعمالها مع وسائل التنقل هي by, on and in. هلا to make a comparison between these 3 prepositions, we use by in a general way, especially when it comes after a verb. So we say I travel by train, for example. I travel by bus. So it comes usually after a verb. The examples we have here are we went there by bus and they traveled by airplane. So by follows a verb. هلا on is used with public transportation or when you are on top of a small vehicle or inside a large mode of transportation. يعني on نستعملها إما مع وسائل التنقل العامة for example buses or trains, or we can use it with small vehicles اللي هي المركبات الصغيرة or inside داخل مركبات كبيرة. يعني examples here, I can't talk right now, I'm on my motorcycle. This is a small vehicle but you are on top of it. And a large vehicle مثل اللي هي on a bus. In finally is used with private transportations, وسائل التنقل الخاصة like taxis or your personal car, or you can say it or use it with when you are inside a small mode of transportation, also like cars. And the example we have here is I just got in a taxi, I'll see you soon. So in this slide I have collected a few idioms related to travel. جمعت كم من idiom بخصوا السفر. We will learn their literal meaning and their metaphorical meaning. رح نتعلم شو معناهم الحرفي which doesn't make sense وشو معناهم المجازي هو اللي مقصود. So first of all we have hit the road. Hit the road is used to leave or start a journey. هلا حرفيا معناها إنه تضرب الطريق which doesn't make sense again, but مجازيا معناها إنه to start a journey. So for example we have let's hit the road and see where it leads us. يعني خلينا نبلش الرحلة ونشوف شو بصير معنا. Next we have break the journey. حرفيا معناها إنه تكسر الرحلة, بس it actually means to stop somewhere for a while during a long journey. So معناها إنه نرتاح أو ناخد بريك برحلة طويلة. The example we have here is I'm so tired of walking all this time, let's break the journey here. The next idiom is get or have itchy feet. هلا نحن بنستعملها بالعربي إنه جلده بيحكه. هون معناها أو اللي مستعملينها هم إنه رجليه بحكوا, بس of course the literal meaning is not the meaning that we're looking for. This means to want to travel or do something new. So the example we have here, I haven't had a vacation in 2 years, I'm getting itchy feet. إنه جلدي بحكني بدي أسافر, بدي I want to have a vacation يعني. Lastly, we have live out of a suitcase. And this means to stay in several places for only a short time with only enough belongings to put in a suitcase. هلا بما معناه إنه حدا مش مستقر, حدا كتير التنقل. And the example we have is it's time you settle down, don't live out of a suitcase any longer. إنه خلص صار لازم تستقر. So these are the idioms that I have chosen for today, and hopefully you can start using them in your everyday conversation. Now we get to the reading comprehension part of this lesson. حنبلش القراءة. As you can see, I have a short text with the title The Magnificent Maldives. It's going to be about traveling to the Maldives and some information about it. الفقرة اللي رح نحكي عنها أو النص اللي رح نقرأه اليوم حيكون عن جزر المالديفز. هلا I'm going to read it in English. I won't read the translation, بس you can read it on your own. رح أقرأ أنا بس النص بالإنجليزي والترجمة هياتها موجودة if you like to read it. Now if anything needs an explanation I will go ahead and explain it. إذا في أي كلمة مش واضحة رح أشرحها. We will learn some new vocabulary as well. And I will try to read as slowly and as clearly as possible so you can understand everything. So, okay, The magnificent Maldives. The Maldives are a group of very small islands in the Indian Ocean near Sri Lanka. So it's island, not Iceland. The S is silent. It has the smallest population of any Asian countries. There are about 1200 islands and there are people living on 200 of them. Notice how I read the number. هلا هو 1200. In English you can either say 1200 يعني 1200 or you can say it the traditional way إنه 1200 islands. Both are correct and both are used in English. About 400,000 people live in the Maldives and 75,000 of them are on the capital's island, Mali. Mali is different from the other islands in the Maldives because it doesn't have any beaches. In fact, there is a small wall that goes around the whole island. So, بالنسبة للvocabulary, we have magnificent, which means خلابة أو مذهلة. As I said, it's island, the S is silent, and it means جزيرة. Population معناها التعداد السكاني. Moving along to the next paragraph. 87 of the islands in the Maldives have different types of hotels on them. Notice how 87 is written. في بيناتهم الداش هاي أو الhyphen. So tourists can go and enjoy their holidays. They can stay in a small cabin right over the water like the one in the picture. مثل ما انتم شايفين بالصورة في الكابن هاي يلي هي القمرة أو مثل حجرة صغيرة بيناموا فيها بتكون مباشرة تحت المي they can see the water beneath them. It is very easy to get around the islands. When you arrive on the airport island, notice إنه في island بس للairport. You can take a dory and go to Mali. This is a small boat. This refers to dory, by the way. It's a small boat used for transportation around the island. Dory taxis go from the airport island to the capital island every 15 minutes and after midnight every half an hour. You can use these boats to visit other islands too. بدي أرجع بس أعيد على فكرة كتابة الأرقام. So this dash or this hyphen, it's only used when writing numbers اللي هم التنز والونز. لما نكتب الأحاد والعشرات only بنستعمل هاي الداش. Other than that, the vocabulary we have is tourist معناها سائح. cabin اللي هي مثل ما قلنا حجرة صغيرة أو قمرة. transportation تنقل أو وسائل تنقل. midnight معناها منتصف الليل. This is the last paragraph. The Maldives are a popular place for scuba diving because there are many wonderful fish in the water to see. Also, the water is very clear, so when you are underwater, you can see from more than 50 meters. There are many professional diving schools with instructors. They speak many languages, so you can find someone to help you. Of course, that's not all you can do on these beautiful islands. You can go whale and dolphin watching, fishing, surfing, snorkeling, hiking, or explore the towns. So this last paragraph talks about the other activities that you can do when you go to the Maldives, such as scuba diving, watching the dolphins and whales, surfing, snorkeling, and so on. Now, regarding the vocabulary, we have instructor معناها مدرب أو مرشد. Explore معناها استكشاف. Explore. The last thing I want to add is the difference between scuba diving and snorkeling. بالعربي التنين معناهم الغوص، بس snorkeling is used when we wear the gear يلي هي الأنبوب يلي بيكون طالع من برا المي. So هي بيكون الغوص بس مش على أعماق عالية بيكون على الشط. Whereas scuba diving is when you wear the full gear, you wear the suit and you put the oxygen tank on your back. Now, these are the questions that you are assigned to answer and submit to Miss Dana. You can read the text again or listen to me reading. You can also read the translation and answer these questions. Good luck, and I will see you next time.